All right, what's going on, everybody? Gibby Card Stacks here, and I've got some more mail. Got the biggest card I have ever purchased coming up, so that's exciting. Went through eBay authentication, finally got here, and then just a bunch of other packages. So let's see what I'm buying, see what we can learn today, and let's get right to it. One thing that I do need to mention, I forgot to mention in one of my last videos, I have a new college football card Discord server. I'm just always thrown into a lot of group chats, Bowman University, just other random things. I'm like, you know what? Why not make just a big group and a server for all things college football and college football cards? I'm gonna make it the best out there, better than any group you'll find. Over 150 members already, and we've only been active for like 4 days since I tweeted about it. So excited about that. All right, sorry about that. My dog was barking. Great. Julian Sayin. People say he's the truth. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. He was one of the top rated quarterbacks in the country. Went to Alabama, transfers up to Ohio State. We'll see how he does. People say he can rip it, so we'll see. He was in these new Panini VIP national packs. This is black gold to 44. I don't know. I couldn't tell you how much I paid for these. Probably, let's guess. Probably 40 bucks on this and 20 on this, I'll guess. I think have I ripped open anything with Julian Sayin to this point? I think I have a red so far. That's the 124. What the numbering is for, like 124, I don't know, maybe it's pack odd deal, but we'll see. I think he's from California. I think he's from Calabasas. Shout out Calabasas, if he is, the Coyotes, I believe. When I was at University of Arizona and I helped in the recruiting side, we had Mikey Irving, huge dude, like 6'4", 330 probably, out of Calabasas. He would move zip codes for sure. Big defensive nose guard or defensive lineman, whatever. And then he ended up, didn't really crack the rotation, had some injury, and then he ended up at USD. And seeming to do pretty well there. I think he was all conference at some degree. And then, we still follow each other on Instagram. So, good kid. No Fifita 101 here. Pre-production proof. I got an offer. This was listed at like 60. I think I got an offer for like 50. And I think I countered at like 40 or 45. It was one of those cards like, I'll shoot my shot, I guess. Might as well counter it, and if it gets taken, no big deal. I was actually kind of shocked it got taken. I think that's kind of how much on the lower side my offer was. I think 101s and proofs are a little bit difficult to move, but I love the red. Love this red. Not a huge Pulsar fan in my cards, but I love the design, the 91 baseball design, and then the red color matches 6. So I like it. No Fifita. Know the name. I'm curious to see what his prices will be like in Bowman. But another California kid out of Servite, one of the best high schools in the country. All right, Hidalgo, pink. I paid up for this. This was at auctions. I think I got this all in 40 bucks shipped. But Hannah, just one of those gals that I believe in, and just made sense. There's one at auctions yesterday, I think, that I forgot about. I bid up to 29 or 28 maybe. And I lost it at 29 or 30, and I was kind of bummed. So, wouldn't have minded another piece. Again, one of those things. A year from now, or not even a year, take us to February. Now we're in February. You would be jumping on eBay to buy this card for 40 bucks. That's my opinion. That's my thought process. And I'm not scared to lose. And a PSA 10 slab as well just makes sense for me. One of the best in the country. All right, this feels like there's a lot going on. So I need to rip this in front of me. Okay, this I bought, obviously, recently. Okay, I have opened up some of this because there was a mail where it was like all Lagway and Sayin, I think, and that's just not me to buy into recruiting stars and hype strictly. But I do like this card. And DJ Lagway, again, they tell me he's the truth. Recruiting websites have him as the #1 player or quarterback in the country. So we'll see. But I like Florida, and I guess they don't have the licensing for Florida. What does this say? Official collegiate official product. So They don't have Florida licensing, but Practice Uni, I mean, I guess maybe they have the Gator on there. A lot of teams don't put their logos on in the fall, so who knows. But I like green on Florida for the Gator. I think that's just a cool little touch, I guess, or tertiary, is that the right word? Color match? Probably not. That sounds like something just related to the earth. But DJ Lagway, we'll see. I think this was up for like 40. I think we sent a couple offers back and forth for 30, 35 maybe, all in at 40. I just felt good about it, I guess. If these copies are gradable, that would be fantastic. But again, I don't buy cards with the expectation of like, oh, this will be gradable. Like, I'll grade this, you know. It's like, hey, if it is gradable, that's fantastic. But I am anticipating receiving a not gradable card, and that's it. So, Walker Howard. Been buying a lot of Walker Howard. You've seen him. I hope his prices don't jump like Ty Simpson have. I get it. You know, people have been buying up Ty Simpson. I've been buying him up a lot. And, you know, when you can sniff out the hype and track it and follow it, and people start to kind of tail the things, you know, the market tends to move up. So Walker Howard, hopefully I can continue to buy Walker at some of these prices. I think I paid $10 for this all in, $4 shipping. It was at auctions. Probably won it for like 6 or 7, so maybe closer to 12 all in. Walker, again, just a pure speculative play for next year. Austin Simmons, very highly ranked kid, a lefty, I believe. And they say it's a quarterback battle between them for, you know, QB1 right now. That's all I've really seen. But again, for me, and I was a little nervous. I was kind of backed off on it because I'm like, oh, I don't want to buy into. I bought a ton of Walker Howard last year. Maybe that's why, because I was like, oh, Jackson Dart, he'll, you know, transfer or go to the draft and, you know, go early or leave school early to go to the draft. And that was not the case. So I was stuck with all this Walker Howard, and I just sold out, took the loss, and, you know, that was pretty much it. So now I'm back in, I guess. You know, who am I to be scared to prospect? Like, that's what I'm about. I'm willing to take the chance, use the information that's available to make the best decision, you know, gather and collect as much information as possible and go from there. All right, Carson Beck, kind of a nice one here. Sapphire Auto. I think I paid $125.30 for this. Got this on Ryan's Discord. Link is down below. $15 a month. A great marketplace. I've been buying a lot more on there. I don't sell. I don't actively take photos and, you know, hustle my cards out. I just list it on eBay, send it to ComC, forget about it, and when things sell, I'll ship. But not a huge active seller of cards. Set it and forget it. Bought this, I don't dabble with high end a whole lot, which is funny considering our next item, but yeah, just don't have a lot of, when there are superstar, I don't want to call him a superstar, but when there are prices like Carson Beck, when his base auto is doing $80, that's when I usually just default to like, hey, I'll buy the purple shimmer at $5. I'll buy the blue Bowman Best for $8 even. I don't love Bowman Best, but, you know, I like the value plays at that point when, you know, the autos, I'd rather buy, you know, I don't know if I'd say that, but I was going to say I'd rather buy 10, I mean, probably even like less than that. I'd rather buy 8 X Fractors than a base auto. Don't love that, but you get the point where, you know, I'd rather buy just the value stuff if I can, compared to going up and getting one auto. Because for me, I think I mentioned in the last video, I like having multiples of cards. I like selling off, you know, hey, let me just lock in some profit now. Hey, a huge game just happened. Let me lock in some profit now. Hey, they're going to the college football playoffs. Yeah, I think they'll win the championship. Let me hold it and lock in some profit there. So I like being able to have multiple exit points. So like just trickling out, you know, little base cards or other cards. Right now with Bo Nix, his price has gone up. I was buying Bo Nix early delights or unexpected delights or risers, whatever it's called. I was buying those cards for like 19 cents on ComC. I probably had like 25 of them, and they've gone up every now and then. You know, they went up to $1.50, then $2, $3. Now they're up to like 6 or 7. So he was just named Broncos quarterback, so you need a lot of things to go right. But I like just leaving those little cards and just trickling them out. So nonetheless, I bought this from Solvino's Cards. He grades, so I don't imagine, this is a 9 or a 10. I feel like, he would definitely do his due diligence. But again, just I felt like that was a very good price, especially for Sapphire autos. You just don't see them a lot. He had it listed for $199 on eBay, and there were over 10 watchers. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to take the chance. I'm not scared to lose. It's hard for me to think that I would lose there. Of course, injury and a lot of things could happen. Currently projected the #1 quarterback in the draft. We'll see how that holds up. I think there will be a lot of mischief. I don't know how to open this box. When I say mischief, it's just like I could see Jackson Dart, Cam Ward, Brady Cook, all these guys jumping up draft boards. So there we go. Congrats on your recent purchase. There you go. And here we are. Wow. Cue the dramatic music here. Hannah Hidalgo Black Sapphire PSA 10. Whew. 2 of 10. 1 off jersey number. That's a shame. But yeah, went up for this. Paid, I think, $301. This was at auctions. And just one of those things, hey, buy what you believe in. Again, I can't hold your hand and be like, oh, that's a good buy or, whatever. Go up, go out, and buy the players you believe in. Don't just buy it because other people are talking about it, Trust yourself, your evaluation. If what I say in my analysis and my research, if that matches up with how you feel, go ahead, make the play. But, always, buy what you believe in here. And I believe in Hannah Hidalgo, Black Sapphire, PSA 10, $300. Again, come February, March, I feel like I could sell this for $600. I think at $300, worst case, I lose. If I listed this for $250, it would get snap sold, I think, immediately. At that point, what do you lose? $80 or so. I'm willing to risk the downside, which is harder for me to see. Maybe that's a dumb way of looking at it, to try not to look at the downside, I guess, or underplay it, I guess. But losing $80 versus, on a not so optimistic, making $50 or $100, like that's, to me, almost worst case scenario. I think this could be a $600 card come March Madness, come the season. So went up and got it for Hannah. And again, kind of the thing, would I buy 3 or 4 of these at, $120, or buy the one, not this card in particular, but the one nice PSA 10 green for $80 and maybe something else? Collect how you want, buy how you want. It's all, there's no right or wrong answer there. I go back and forth all the time. I kind of had a little bit of maybe imposter syndrome at some point. Maybe when I was buying this and some other things where it's like, do I love the high-end cards like this? It would be easier because it's one card that you manage compared to, hey, I have 30 Sapphire Hannah Hidalgos at ComC. I've probably got 10 here in my stash away box, do not open for a year and see what happens box. But I don't know. This one made sense to me. But again, I go back and forth, buying the $3 Sapphires, 30 of them for $100, or the PSA 10, right? It is what it is. So that's everything. Quick recap: Walker Howard, DJ Lagway, love that one. What is this number 2? 99, not the lowest numbered. Julian Sayin there, a little black, gold, green. We'll see if those are gradable. Any of those 4. Inception has been a pretty decent grade for me lately. Carson Beck, Sapphire, just wanted a piece there. Nice little Noah feed. I'll put that on my personal Instagram story and my regular Instagram story right now. And then a couple Hannah Hidalgos, pink and black. Pretty nasty. So that's everything. If you enjoyed, if you learned something, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Join my Discord and the college football Discord. We're going to have Gaby's Goons out here. So that's everything. Love ya. Peace.